Hey there, football fans from around the world. So here's my preview for the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers matchup between Albania and Serbia. That's right, because for the first time in over a decade, both Albania and Serbia will be facing off each other in a qualification game. That's right, and I'm really curious to see how the matchup is going to go. And obviously, last time Serbia and Albania played each other was the Euro 2016 qualifiers. That is the last time Serbia and Albania both got paired up together in the same group. And, first matchup between Serbia and Albania ended up being abandoned, and then the second matchup, Serbia ended up winning it 2-0. However, Albania still managed to qualify for the Euros. That's right, given Albania's 1-0 victory over Portugal in that same group as well, because if I remember, it was Serbia, Albania, Portugal, and I forgot what the other teams were, but that group was absolutely just freaking interesting, and possibly the most interesting group, I would say, in the qualifiers, in the qualification stage for Euro 2016. That's right. So obviously, I think this is going to be a very even matchup between Serbia and Albania. I think it's going to be a heck of a matchup. And, looking at both Albania and the Serbia national team, starting off with the Albania national team, obviously Albania, they are a football team that you don't want to underestimate, especially, how Albania can pull off a lot of surprises, because obviously going back to the Euro 2016 qualifiers, Albania defeated Portugal 1-0. And in my opinion, that is possibly the most impressive qualifiers win I've ever seen, because I imagine Portugal, they were the favorites for that game. However, Albania just pulled off the ultimate upset here in that game, and they won 1-0. And then, Albania qualified for Euro 2016, where the only victory Albania had was a 1-0 victory over Romania. However, Albania's performances over, I want to say, France and Switzerland were also very impressive. And then, for Euro 2024, Albania once again managed to qualify for another Euros tournament, Euro 2024, where Albania just completely were really just, I want to say, despite them not making it out of the group stage, because Albania got matched up in a very difficult group. Even with getting matched up in a very difficult group, Albania was just absolutely impressive, especially the team effort that Albania gave off, especially when Albania scored the fastest opening goal at the Euros, despite them losing 2-1 to Italy. Albania, just for them to open up the scoring light, that goes to show you that you don't want to underestimate the Albanian national football team. And obviously for Albania, I think it's going to be interesting to see how they're going to line up in the matchup. But right now, I would say that the best performer for Albania would probably have to be Bayrami. I want to say Broja, because obviously when Broja received his first call-ups for Albania, Armando Broja, he absolutely just took the Albanian national team just by complete surprise. When it looked like that, when he was healthy, he was just absolutely balling out for Albania, because when it comes to Armando Broja, when he's healthy, he can just absolutely ball out, especially for the Albanian national team. However, injuries, unfortunately, have held him back. But when fully healthy, Armando Broja, I'm telling you, just can make wonders happen. I still think Armando Broja has what it takes to become a leader for the Albanian national football team. But right now, I would say best performer is probably Bayrami or Uzuni. If you want to let me know in the comment section below on who you think is the best performer for the Albanian national team, then just go ahead, leave your comment, and let's have a footballing discussion. Now, looking at the Serbia national team, obviously their best performer is Dusan Vlahovic. It's going to come down to either Dusan Vlahovic or Mitrovic if he's going to be playing, but depending on who's going to be playing in that matchup. However, I still would have to say I'm still hoping for a really good matchup between both Albania and Serbia. However, if I had to pick on who I think is going to win that matchup, I would honestly have to give it here to Albania and say 2-1 for Albania, just because, like I said, man, you don't want to underestimate the Albanian national team, because Albania,